Okay, this is question number 3 on the performance-based assessment for Algebra 1 at the Park Online Practice Test. And in this question, a system of inequalities is given. We've got x plus y is greater than 3, and 2x minus y is greater than or equal to 1. And what we're required to do here is to graph the solution set of the system of linear inequalities in the coordinate plane. And then there are instructions for how to choose each line and make it solid or dashed and shade above or below. So to begin with, let me just remind you that if you're going to graph or solve this system by graphing, we need to get each of these equations put into slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form, hopefully you've heard it enough, you have it stored in your memory. Y equals mx plus b, where the m in that equation is the slope of the line. It's the rise over the run. And the b in that equation is the y-intercept. Okay, the other thing to keep in mind is that these are not just y equals mx plus b. Okay, they're going to have an inequality sign instead of an equal sign. So when we're graphing a linear inequality, if the symbol is just a plain greater than or less than sign, then when we draw the line, it should be dashed, not a solid line. Okay, if the inequality symbol has the equals with it, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, we make it a solid line. Okay, and then if the symbol is y is greater than or y is greater than or equal to, a greater than symbol means that when we shade above the line. And if the symbol is a less than or equal to symbol, okay, when we are shading less than, it really just basically means we're shading below the line. So these are the prerequisite skills that you need to be familiar with in order to move forward on this problem. So to begin with, I have x plus y is greater than 3. I'm going to put it in slope-intercept form, so subtract x to the other side. And we have y is greater than 3 minus x. Okay? If it's helpful for you, feel free. We know that we can put a 1 in front of that x. It's 3 minus 1x. And in slope-intercept form, we might rearrange that to write y is greater than negative 1x plus 3. So we need to graph a line with a slope of negative 1 and a y-intercept of positive 3. So to begin with, I would graph the y-intercept, and to do this, I'm going to be graphing line A. So I'll select line A, and its intercept is at 3. So I can click at 3 on the y-axis, and a slope of negative 1 means I'm going to be going down 1 and right 1. And there's my line. Now, the fact that this symbol says y is greater than, okay, it's a plain greater than symbol, so I don't want the line to be solid. I don't want the points on the line. I only want the points that are greater. And so to graph the solution set, I click the solution set icon over here, and greater than, y is greater than negative 1x plus 3 would be this side of the line. So I have my first linear inequality graphed. Okay, the other one, 2x minus y, is greater than or equal to 1. First thing I'll do is subtract 2x to the other side. And so I'm left with negative y, or negative 1y, is greater than or equal to 1 minus 2x. However you want to do this, okay, you have to find a way. We cannot have negative 1y. We need it to be a positive y. In my classes, I've generally said, think of dividing by negative 1 on both sides, which is a simple operation, it just changes all the signs to the opposite of what they were. But remember that when you multiply or divide by a negative number, when you're working with an inequality, you have to flip the direction of the inequality sign. So this becomes y is less than or equal to, okay, 1 divided by negative 1 is negative 1, and negative 2x divided by negative 1 becomes plus 2x. So in slope-intercept form, I have y is less than or equal to 2x minus 1. That means now when I go to graph line B, I'm going to select line B. This one I need to put the intercept at negative 1 on the y-axis, and the slope is 2. So 2 over 1 for rise over run means I would go up 2 and right 1. So there's my graph. This line needs to be solid because the symbol is less than or equal to 2x plus 1. So less than or equal to 2x plus 1 would be this side of the line, below the line on this side. Remember, my other shading was above the line here. So the overlap portion is going to be this section of the coordinate plane. This is the section of the coordinate plane that is greater than, it's greater than negative 1x plus 3, my blue line, but it's also less than 2x minus 1. So this overlapping region is my solution.